Alright everyone, we've got the week ahead for Liverpool, which isn't a very big week to be fair. We have PSG on Amazon Prime in the UK Tuesday at 8 o'clock. It's the next fixture. We hold the 1-0 lead from the first game thanks to Harvey Elliott's smash and grab at the end. Then at the weekend, Carabao Cup final. It's on ITV and Sky. 4:30 kick-off on the 16th. So, yeah. And then we don't play again till the 2nd of April, which is the Merseyside derby, 8 o'clock, and that's on Sky. So why the break in the football? Why do we have to wait so long? Well, we have the World Cup qualifiers, group stage coming up, and we are in League B, Group 2. Is it? No, that's the old ones. That's Nations League, so why when I click World Cup qualifiers? Where are we? Where's England in the World Cup qualifiers? We're in Group K with Albania, Andorra, Latvia and Serbia. So we play Albania at home Friday the 21st of March, 24th of March, Latvia. And then the next matches for the World Cup qualifiers are in June. Well, the season will be over then. Pre-warned, we have early September, another international window, so the start of next season. That's the start of Thomas Tuchel's reign as well. So this could be interesting. Nation League, I got a bit fed up with. World Cup qualifiers, I'm interested because it's a new manager, new ideas, and it'd be curious to see how our players play as well. So now for the week ahead on here, I've pre-recorded this so I have a bit more time tomorrow for things I need to do and things I want to do, but I don't think the plans will change. I don't know how much I'll get done tomorrow content wise due to just trying to have some family time really, because this takes up a lot of time and I'd like to get some stuff done with family. There'll probably be more likely videos in an evening. We'll see. I'm going to see how the day goes, and it all depends what other people here want to do. We'll have probably stuff around the PSG game and the final towards the end of the week, as well as just before the game, and any major rumours, any major stories I'll try and do when I see them, really. So if you hear of any things, let me know in the comments. If you hear a story or hear a rumour or an exclusive, let me know. I'll have a look at it and I'll see if I can break it down or try and explain it. I'm not as good as Dunk at this. He's really good at breaking down the stories, but he's got a lot more experience of doing it than I have. A lot more resources and contacts as well. So, but I will do my best. I'm only human at the end of the day. So it's really hard to say what content will come out, but depending on what news comes out. We could get breaking news that Trent's decided to stay on Monday for all we know. I don't see it, but that would take up a lot of news. In terms of live streams, if I do any, I'll have to put a note on the community on the post page to monitor that. Plans possibly Monday morning. I don't know yet. Because I've got a few things on next week as well, so maybe Monday morning, close to lunchtime. Maybe round about lunchtime, we'll see. I'd like to do a live stream and get people involved. I've only had one person join as yet. I was just testing it really. So I think I gave a shout out to Carl yesterday or the day before, I can't remember now. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I've also doing the collaboration with Kop End to Anfield, as you know, so I might be doing stuff there. I've got one video of a potential rumour already set, but in terms of how we're going to do the full collaborative stuff, we don't know exactly yet. I know there are ideas for that. I'm trying to see what he's come up with. Will it be a video or a live stream? For me, it's the same. An hour long video will take the same as an hour long live stream. The only difference is the interaction with you guys won't be there on the video, where it is a live stream. But I'm happy to do either. So let's think, what else do we have? We do have potentially Isak news next week. Yes, that name again. I know you'll probably be sick of hearing him, but I know we heard that a week just gone, his agents were meeting Liverpool representatives, and this coming week his agents were meant to meet with representatives from Arsenal. The Liverpool meeting was supposedly for a couple of hours on Thursday night. We don't know what's happening with the so-called Arsenal meeting yet, so that could be news that we haven't had. So I'll have to monitor that one and see if there's anything comes out of that. I mean, that came from Indie on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Indie Killer or Kayla or whatever you call it. And I don't follow them. I think it's a joke account. I can't believe people take that one seriously. But yeah, they do. Some people actually do. Yeah. So we'll have to see. I might have a look, see if there's anything being posted. I can't even remember the account's name now. Let's have a look. Go to my profile on X. Because I know... Yeah, Indie Kyla News, or Kyla. And when I look at the account, it says award-winning Twitter account, home of breaking football news. No, there's nothing more. The pinned post is of the 2-hour meeting. So, nothing new. But I tend not to rely on Twitter for news or anything reliable. It's a good thing for getting the exclusive that you can have a laugh at, but it's not really great for reliable information. It really isn't. I'm trying to think, is there any other players that we've been linked with that we could see developments and stuff? The only names that I've heard are the ones I've brought base with you, other than a certain Newcastle player. I'm not going to mention him until there's something new. Otherwise would be here doing videos all day. It would become the Isak channel. I don't think there's been anything new on Benjamin Sesko. I mean, he played today in a 0-0 draw. Team Talk had an article, and I'm not going to go for it because I'll have a look, but I don't believe it. I mean, the headline was complete striker prefers Arsenal, but Tottenham ready to pay 58 million for him. No. Don't think there's anything new on him. I wonder if there's any player ratings from him from the Leipzig game. Let's have a look. Who was it? Freiburg they played. I did switch between that game and Brentford game. I think the main talking point for that was the Atabolo goalkeeping record is Freiburg held Leipzig, and he was the man of the match. I'm trying to see if there is any player ratings. No, I can't see any. Anything in scores and stats. I'm just looking here. I mean, if we look at Leipzig, they had 12 shots and 1 in goal, which I think was actually Chesko in the first half. He drilled a shot at the keeper from the right side of the box. So there's nothing new really on Chesko. I think what comes there is if we hear anything major on somebody deciding to approach the camp. There's a few articles and stories on Angelo Stiller, but I've touched base on that, so I don't think we'll be hearing much on that. There's been nothing of major note on the Milas Kerkez links. I think he has jumped ahead of Aït-Nouri in terms of a preferred left back. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in that one. Replacements in the squad for Trent. Obviously we heard about the Brazilian, but there's been not much yet. I think seems like the club are keeping stuff close to chest on that one, which is fine. It's really hard to think on who would come in, because I'm assuming now there would be an understudy to Conor Bradley. I mean, he's likely to be their first choice right back next season if Trent goes. And if Trent does go, you've got to look elsewhere for the supply that Trent could provide. I've got a feeling that would be from the midfield. I don't know whether they would change how the wingers operate or the number 10. So I'll have to say. I'm just trying to think of players. So there's not much really major. There's nothing earth-shattering that hasn't come out in the past couple of days to follow up on and find out. The Liverpool rumours is dominated by a Newcastle striker and a Leipzig striker, really. And not much being said. Our incoming keeper played tonight for Valencia. They won 2-1, so that gets them out of the bottom three, though I think they played, was it Valladolid? I'm just going to have a quick look at that one for you. Saturday fixtures. La Liga. Here we go. Yeah, they played Valladolid and won 2-1. They did take the lead through Diego Lopez. Valladolid equalised on the 40th minute. But to be fair, the goal was a howler from Mohamed Ashrali. He sort of kicked it straight out to I can't pronounce the player's name. Yeah, he kicked it straight out to Juanmi Latassa. She knows. But they got the winner, so that gets him out the bottom three. So that's how our keeper performed. We've already touched about him in a video about the match ratings. But the whole team hasn't been playing well, so could that be something to do with it? And we also got to realise that he's had an injury, so we don't know if that's affecting recent performances. And our other loan players, we've touched base on Ben Doak, who's come back to the club after being injured away at Middlesbrough. I don't think there's been any major talks on Besetic. I did a video before on players who could leave the club in the summer. I went through all the defenders. I just remembered Nat Phillips isn't known at Derby. I probably expect him to go anyway. Similar to how Sepp van der Berg went. But it could be a slow week dominated by Champions League and Carabao Cup final. And then the week after, it's going to be dominated by the international scene, really. It's a bit harder in the international scene because there's a bit of a lull. We've had the January transfer window. We're coming up to the business end of the season. So, yeah, I think that's about it for now. Sorry for waffling on for so long. As I said, I've recorded this in advance, so by the time you're watching it, it's probably hours after I recorded it, and to be fair, I really should have done it either on the Sunday or done this early, because I'm absolutely exhausted. I mean, as I'm recording this video, I just look at the clock on my laptop here, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, so... But those that know me know that I tend to go to bed late anyway. It's how my daily routine is now. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Well, I apologise for boring you to death and waffling on, but we'll catch up again tomorrow. Sometimes it's nice to have a bit more informal video. Maybe I'll do more of them. I don't know. Get to know a bit more about your days and comments and talk about mine. Yeah, mate, we could try that. We'll see. But yeah, take care, and by the time you see this, have a good Sunday. Hopefully Man United can do us a favour. But take care, guys.